We're here with San Jose State guard Latrell Davis. Latrell, you're coming off 21 points off the bench versus an overtime win versus Cal Poly. Just talk to me about that game. Obviously a great game, one of the probably greater games that we probably had at the event center the past couple of years. Just talk to me about the back and forths and the ups and flows of that one, because it was truly a roller coaster ride for all those who are watching. I imagine for you guys as well.
Yeah, we all knew it would be a tough game. Like, that team had #1 pace in the country, in the nation. So we knew we was gonna have to get back, get ready, talk, be on the same page as a team. And I felt like we started off not doing that, and then we picked it up before we went into halftime, and after that we built on a lead, and then we kind of let go, and then we got that shot, and that gave us a boost, and then start overtime, stole the tip, then got a dunk, and then it was just like our energy was flowing. But it was, for me personally, like, that game meant a lot to me too, because last year they beat us on basically the same thing. So that game meant more than just kind of a game. I wanted my get back.
For sure. Little revenge game for probably, I know Rob wasn't playing, but you two were guys kind of the returners in that one from last year to this year. So you talked about the pace. Obviously you flourish in a high-paced game, with your Formula One type speed. Obviously that was probably going to be a good matchup for you. Obviously you're always you got that coast-to-coast speed. Just talk to me about burning the defense. And obviously that's part of your game, and what are you expanding beyond that? Because I know you can go coast-to-coast 94 feet pretty easily, but I know you're from your freshman season to your sophomore season. What areas of growth are you trying to go into, down the stretch of your last game in non-conference play?
I'm trying to play off 2 feet more when I get into the paint, and just use more shot fakes, get the defenders in the air, because like on their scout, I'm guessing other team scouts, like, he don't really use pump fakes, he goes up. So all of this and all of that, like in transition, instead of taking it like 1-on-4 sometimes, 1-on-3 like I did last year, I'll kind of slow it down, and like if I don't have anything, I'll pull it out, which I'm expanding on. I'm working on my 3. Like at the beginning of the year was good, like before season started, and then I don't know what happened, so it's just. But, I'm trying to get that back up, working with Coach Strong, Coach BH, and stuff on the shots. Coach Miles giving me tips to use on my shot. So I'm just trying to implement all of that stuff and really expand on that, because I feel like if I become a good shooter, then they can't just take away my drive. They're going to have to put a hand up, and then they'll open the drive even more. So
for sure. Obviously, I know MJ, Amy, and Alvaro Cardenas were big mentors for you in expanding your game last year, but this is obviously a new group this year. You got Josh and Will, who have been here before. You got Day, who is in his 5th year. Just talk to me about, this new group here and, meshing with these guys. I know it started a little bit slow, but it seems like you guys have turned a corner here. What's it been like working with these guys with this group in particular, and establishing that chemistry?
Yeah, so, the chemistry was on and off to start with the season, and you could tell it when we played. Like, people were trying to get theirs and all of this and all of that, but we really came together, had some team meetings with people that would help us, like John Brown and Mary, and then we ended up flipping the switch. It took one win. We went to the trip to Vegas and flipped the switch. I felt like, Hawaii, we kind of seen it. Like when we played against Hawaii, like that was our best game we probably played to start with, but when we went to Vegas on that trip, our chemistry just became better. Like we started bonding, having fun with each other, hanging out with each other, like all the stuff that we really didn't do before. I felt like it took us like a away trip to really get to gel and know each other. But I knew Josh before he even came here, so I've always known him, always trusted him. Good player, seen him play in England whilst I was growing up too, so knew that. Day, smart guy, good IQ, good basketball IQ, so I listen to him. A lot of these players are older than me, have good IQ too, so it's not, I'm willing to listen to anything. Like I want to get better myself, and I want to do whatever is going to help the team. So just learning from all these older guys and advice that I maybe not see. Even Steven, like he didn't play that much to start with, but he's got good advice. Like he sees a lot more things that I don't see, and I respect his voice. So I listen to him too. Like I'm willing to listen to anybody. If anybody got advice for me to get better, I'm gonna try to listen to it and implement it into my game. So. Yeah.
For sure, you kind of picking at all your teammates' brains on how that just the ebbs and flows of the game. I feel like SJSU, just overall the Mountain West, you guys kind of playing with an underdog mentality. I feel like SJSU's always been that. You guys have been really good at home. You guys got Kennesaw State in a couple of days. Talk to me a little bit about this matchup. Their guards are really good. You know, just obviously you guys have a chance to defend home court. You see Day and everybody else hyping up the crowd for the big game last Saturday. You know, just talk to me about this big one here coming up in San Jose, and then obviously Mountain West play rapidly approaching. You already know what those guys bring out in this conference. So just talk to me about what you guys got coming up here, and you know, the goals in mind.
So I feel like Mountain West, yeah, as you said, it was an underdog. Like, especially after last year, it was not a good season. So I feel like people are looking at it as like, okay, San Jose, that's an easy game. That's a breeze. We got there. We don't even really need to take it serious. But we went to New Mexico and nearly did the unexpected. So
right.
I feel like teams are like, okay, they're getting the hang of it now. They're getting stuff together. So I feel like teams are going to really take us more seriously. And this game coming up, we know it's going to be another tough game to beat a ranked team, Rutgers. So we know at any moment in time they can flip the switch and they can have a good game, and we know that we can do the same thing and have a good game too. I mean, we just all got to play our game, stick to the game plan like we did last game, and just be able to execute, and then go into the Mountain West on a win, on a positive record, and just be able to expand and just keep pushing at these teams, even if it's a close game. But as long as we keep growing as a team and just get to where we want to get to as a team, I feel like we'll be in a good place and we'll be in a good spot for sure.
There you have it. Latrell Davis coming off his 21-point performance versus Cal Poly this Saturday versus Kennesaw State. Best of luck. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.